Local, late breaking. This is your first alert forecast.
Okay, I've recruited Dan and Teresa tonight to help me talk about this asteroid. You may have heard about it on national news. It is getting extremely close to the Earth.
Yeah, we hear.
This close. And it's about the size of a football field.
Oh
it would cause serious damage if it were to hit. Here's the deal. This is the Earth. This is the inner ring of our satellites that we use for communication. This is the outer ring of the satellites. We've got two rings. One is far away, one is close to the Earth. And the asteroid, guess what? This is the asteroid. The Kong squeaky toy here,
yes.
yeah, right? Okay, so the asteroid is going to go from the bottom toward the top of the Earth, and it will go right in between those two rings of satellites, I should say. So right in between them. It's going to miss the satellites, miss the Earth.
Oh my gosh.
It's just wild, right? Astronomers think that we are hit by one about this size every 1,200 years, and they think there is about 500,000 of them that are very close to the Earth that could impact.
This is way too close for comfort.
It's considered a near miss.
It is a very near miss. I mean, look how close. We're talking in between our communications and spy satellites.
Oh my gosh.
I'm glad it's a near miss.
Me too, right? We'd be really freaking out if it weren't. That's going to happen the day after Valentine's Day. We'll all be keeping an eye on it. Thanks for the hat tonight.
Will people be able to see it?
No. Oh, that's a great question. Not in the Northern Hemisphere. Not in North America, I should say. They will be able to see it in Asia and parts of Europe, but not in North America. It requires some strong binoculars. Okay? We won't be able to see it.
Well, thanks, Chuck.
All right, let's get into the forecast for tomorrow. Beautiful weather on the way. Here is a look at tonight and into tomorrow. Temperatures will drop down into the 30s by about 3 o'clock in the morning, if you happen to be up and around by then. If you're waiting until about 4:30 when our morning show comes on right here on KOLD, the temp will be right around freezing, so we'll get close. We should avoid all that thick frost that we've been seeing lately, though, so that's good news. Here's our range for today, 31 to 61, a 30-degree difference from morning to the afternoon. 45 outside right now, not nearly as cold as it has been. And our dew point is pretty far away from the temperature. Our temp is 45, our dew point is 28. That's pretty far apart. That means that we don't have a lot of moisture, and therefore we shouldn't have to scrape the windows tomorrow. 36 in Douglas, 39 Sierra Vista, and 38 in Nogales. Now down south and east of us, where you've still got the wet ground from the snow that has melted, you will have to scrape the windows tomorrow morning. High pressure off to the west of us, low pressure out there too. They are duking it out. Those are boxing gloves here. They will fight it out over the next couple of days, and because there's a low pressure sort of nearby us, the high will not be able to warm us to extreme temperatures. Instead, we'll just get a couple of degrees above normal. We're talking a beautiful weekend coming. Here comes the area of high pressure. It will settle over us on Saturday. On Saturday afternoon, that will be our warmest day likely, about 70, 71 degrees. And then that low pressure kind of builds back in. High pressure retreats off to the west. And we have a flow that will bring us some cooler weather for President's Day. Not cold like we have been. We're just talking cooler weather. Here's the trend for you. This is the weekend up in the low 70s, and then we'll drop down a bit as we start the early part of next week. Temps across the nation for tomorrow, along with some conditions for you. These are all cities related to Valentine's Day. Romeo, Florida, 63 tomorrow. Golden City, Kansas, 60. 49 in Loveland, Washington tomorrow. Gold Dust, 63 degrees. And Arrow, that's in Tennessee, they will be 58 tomorrow. Notice the big cities tomorrow, no significant precipitation to mess with your holiday travel plans if you're leaving early for President's Day weekend. 22 in Douglas, it will be 25 in Bisbee. Cold here, especially in the low elevations like in Douglas, because you're down in that valley, the Sulphur Springs Valley. It'll get cold tomorrow morning. Out in Ajo, you'll stay just above freezing tonight. We'll get up to 66 in 3 Points tomorrow. And metro numbers for you, lower 30s in Oro Valley, will be about 64 for the daytime high. Here's your Valentine's Day forecast into President's Day weekend. Beautiful weather for you, 64 tomorrow, about 68 to 70 on Friday, and 70 to 71 on Saturday and Sunday.
Seal.
A little seal for you, Dave.
Love that. That's
Happy
another good
Valentine's Day, guys.
Happy Valentine's Day to you. Well, the Desert Diamond Cup is now upon us.
David Kelly is live with all the day's action next.